we leave the room, that's because our international president, Alfred Patterson, just called me and wanted to know how it went here. And I said, it rocked. Hello? Super Saturday rocked, right? Yeah. He said, oh, okay, nobody found it boring? I'm like, are you kidding? Now, I was on this end of it, but did you find it boring? No. Come on. So, yeah. So let's send some emails in and say it rocked, okay? Yes. So, yeah, so it's exciting, but I have the pleasure of talking to you about our compensation plan. And this is my favorite part. Whoops, Ray. And it's a blank screen. So we've got to bring up the compensation plan so that you can follow along with me. But, you know, in Plexus, it's interesting that we can build a business with products that work. And so we're excited about that. And there we go. All right. Can we move that little arrow? There we go. Okay, good. Okay. So we're excited because we have a product that works, but we also have a compensation plan that works. Now, we make money 10 different ways. And I could sit here and tell you every different way, but you might not grasp it. So what we like to do is to put into 3 categories that kind of just enhance all those 10 ways, okay? And so we divided it up into 3 categories, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So category number 1 is the retail and the wholesale commissions part of this business. You know, it costs $34.95 to get your business started, and with that, you get a replicated site. And that replicated site needs to do $100 worth of business during the course of a calendar month for you to be what's considered qualified. If you want to get paid all 10 different ways, you need to be qualified. Now, there's a couple ways you can be qualified. Anything that goes through your website considered qualification. So if I have a customer that goes and buys a bag of Plexus Slim for $84.95, their $84.95 goes towards my $100 worth of qualification. And if I go in and buy a bag for $69.95, my wholesale price, you add the 2 together, have I done my $100? Yeah, so I'm qualified. So you need to buy one and share one. If you're not willing to buy one and share one, you really don't need to be an ambassador. But if you're interested in getting the product at the very best price and maybe accidentally or on purpose making some money, then you need to come in and become an ambassador. Now, anything over the $100, you get paid back on that, regardless if it was a customer's order or your own order. Anything over $100, you get 15% back on. Anything over $500, you get 25% back on. So if your site does $500 in the course of a month, the first $100 is what it takes to be qualified, and the other $400 you're going to get 25% back on. So your check's going to be what?
$100.
$100. And that's just by referring people to your website and you placing your own orders. So the retail and the wholesale commission is amazing. Most people can't believe that we get paid on our wholesale orders. Yes, we do. Everything that goes through your replicated site accrues during the course of a calendar month, and you get paid on whatever the ending balance is on your website. So that's category number 1. Category number 2 is business building and achievement bonuses. Now, when you become an ambassador, you have a one-time opportunity for buying the product for less than wholesale. So let me see if I got a smart group here. How many of you know that wholesale is better than retail?
Yeah.
How many of you know that less than wholesale is better than wholesale?
Yeah.
All right, so when you become an ambassador, you need to make a decision on which welcome package you want, because this is the only time that you get to purchase a welcome pack for less than cost. All right? There's several to choose from. You just need to go in there and find which one best suits you. But when you're out there sponsoring people or you're coming in yourself, if you will let those people know that there is a welcome pack they can purchase, then the company pays you for that. So you want to make sure everyone comes in with a welcome pack. There is no option. You need to come in with a welcome pack because you need something to show and at least take for yourself, right? So every time that a welcome package is purchased, people get paid. And the way that works is whoever you sponsor, depending on which welcome pack they choose, half the cost of the welcome pack comes back to you and the 3 people above you. So if I sponsor Nikki and she comes in with a $199 welcome pack, we'll round that off to $200 to make the math easy, okay? Then I'm going to get a check for $50. But Nancy sponsored me, so she's going to get a check for $25. And Keith sponsored her, so he's going to get a check for $15. And Ray sponsored Keith, he's going to get a check for $10. $10, $15, $25, and $50 is $100, which is half the cost of Nikki's welcome pack. But the minute that Nikki sponsors her sister Demetra, then she comes in with a welcome pack. Then Nikki gets the $50. I get the $25. Nancy gets the $15, and Keith gets the $10. You and the 3 people above you split every single welcome pack that comes in. The good news, you get paid on that weekly. Every week, this Friday, you will get a check for everybody that came in last week. Next Friday, you get a check, and next Friday you get a check for everybody that came in this Friday. So every week you can get a business building bonus for 4 levels in your organization because of people getting their businesses started off on the right foot. The only foot to get your business started off on is choosing which welcome pack best suits you. Okay? And that's our business building bonus. So you can see 50% first line, 25% second line, 15% third line, and 10% fourth line. That is a weekly check that can come in. Who's ever gotten a weekly check before? Awesome. Somebody holler out how much it was. Doesn't matter. $300. How many would be excited to get a $300 weekly check? Yeah. All right, somebody else tell me how much your check was.
25.
25. Hello. That's my Pizza Hut check. Okay? Every time somebody says I got $24.88, are you kidding me? Somebody sponsored somebody and you got a check. It's fantastic. You want to keep those weekly checks coming in. It makes the difference of who we are getting those weekly checks. There are people, the money that we accumulate weekly, they wish they had that extra money during the course of the month. Okay? So it's a great opportunity to make a little extra money. Also, we have one-time achievement bonuses because if you're willing to share this product with others, then share the opportunity with others. If you get 3 people that would like to buy wholesale versus retail and they're willing to share it with somebody, because what do we need them to do? $100 worth of business, right? If they're willing to share it with somebody, they got 3 people on their team, they get a $100 bonus. I tell you what, you get a $100 bonus and a couple of $50 and $24.88 business building bonuses coming in. You're not going anywhere. You like that kind of money coming in, okay? And as you build your team, the achievement levels go up. If you become a gold ambassador, you get a $250 check. Senior gold, $350. Ruby, $500. Senior ruby, $750. So those are one-time achievement checks. The bigger your team, the bigger the bonus. So I'm going to quickly go back through 1 and 2 because when we get to 3, that's just going to blow your mind. And so we got to make sure you understand 1 and 2. Okay? Number 1 is the wholesale and retail of the product. Every time you do $100 worth of business through your replicated site, you get paid for that. Anything over 100, you get 15% back on. Anything over 500, you get 25% back on. Does that make sense? Yeah. You see, you shake your head. Whether it does or doesn't makes me feel better. Okay, good. Now, category number 2. Every time a welcome pack is purchased in those 4 levels of your team, you get a business building bonus. Okay? And it's divided every time you get a welcome pack sold. That check comes in weekly. And then the one-time achievement bonuses is the bigger your team, the bigger the bonus. So we're still on the same page? Yes. Awesome. Now let's talk about category number 3. That's our profit sharing. That's what makes us different from a lot of other companies. Companies. I had someone ask me today what countries we were in. So anyway, that's what makes us different. And the reason it makes us different is because our company shares their profits with us. Now, let me tell you how that works. No matter who you are, where you live, or even whose organization or team you're on, everything that's sold that Nancy talked to you about a few minutes ago, all of these products, whatever sold during the course of a calendar month, all that volume is collected at the end of the month and put into what we call an ambassador pool. So if I sell $100, $100 goes in the ambassador pool. If Nancy sells $500, her $500 is going to go in the pool. Carol had a great month and she sold $1,800 worth of product. Where's your money going? In the pool. Everybody's money goes into that pool. Then the company takes the money in that pool and they divide it in half. Half goes to keep the company running because we have to buy some more Slim, right? And the other half comes back to us in profit sharing, better known as pay points. Now the company guarantees that the pay point will never go below $1.80. And that's if everybody in the company only did their $100 worth of business, which is what's required, right? You would get a $1.80 pay point. Now, since I've been with the company, which has been just within a couple months after Alfred and Tarl bought the company, it hasn't been below $3. So first I want you to know that anything over $1.80 is a blessing to start with, because the company only guarantees $1.80. So it hasn't been below $3 since we started. Okay? So it's exciting to see what the pay points is. Now, how do you earn a point is the next thing. Okay, I got that. I want $3.35. Isn't that what the point was last month? I want $3.35 per point, but how do I get a point? Every time you sponsor someone on your team, they're worth so many pay points to you. As long as they do the one thing, what is that? $100 worth of business through their replicated site. The minute they do their $100, they're worth so many points to you. Everybody you personally sponsor are worth 5 pay points apiece. Everybody they personally sponsor, which is now your second level, are worth 5 pay points apiece. And everybody they sponsor is now your third level, and they're worth 5 pay points apiece. So all your levels, 1, 2, and 3 are worth 5 pay points apiece to you. The minute they do that $100, you're going to see 5 points come up beside their name. Now, the people in levels 4, they're worth 4 points to you. Level 5 is 3, level 6 is 2, and level 7 is 1. What I want to take you back to is, and let's talk about for just a minute, are levels 1 through 5. Because the minute you become a silver ambassador, the company pays you on levels 1 through 5. And I want to give you a scenario of how your business can grow by just being a silver ambassador. If you go out and say, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find 3 people. That's it, because I just want that $100 bonus. We're just going to do the minimum, and I don't think we have a minimum crowd here, but we're just going to use the minimum as an example. If you go out and get 3 people on your team, you're now a silver ambassador. You need to move that little thing there and get it back up for us. You're now a silver ambassador, right? But if you teach and train your people, I didn't say do it for them, if you teach and train your people to do the exact same thing, then those 3 will go out and get their 3. You now have 9 people on your level 2. They go get their 3. You now have 27 people on your level 3. That's 27 plus the 9 plus the 3 that are 5 pay points apiece to you. When that 27 go get their 3, that's 81 people on your level 4 that are worth 4 points to you. When those 81 go get their 3, that's 243 people on your level 5 that are worth 3 points to you. That's 283 people at 3 points, 81 at 4 points, 27, 9, and 3 at 5 points. Did I do that right? 243, 81, 27, 9, and 3. If you add all that up together, it's 1,245 points. 1,245 points times $3.35 is what? A lot, right? All right. The best news about that is you get those points every single month. It's not a one-time deal. Every single month, the minute those people on your team do their $100, you get those points over and over and over again. And as new people join your organization, it just makes your points go up. So 1,245 points times the pay points by just doing the minimum. So can you imagine what would happen if you actually went out and worked it a little bit? It could be amazing, because if you go out and work it a little bit and you earn level 6 and 7, the next thing you know, those 1,200 and some points are going to go up to 1,500. And when you get to 1,500, something magical happens. You get to swim in a pool. And what we mean by that is you become an Emerald Ambassador. And remember that 50% I was telling you about that they give back to us in pay points? Well, 3% of that is set to the side, and everybody that's an Emerald gets to share in that 3% pool. So now you got 1,500 points times $3 and whatever the pay point is that month, right? Plus you get a 3% share. You get a share in that 3%. Now you get automatically a ticket for 2 to Maui, Hawaii, all expenses paid. And on top of that, if you're willing to do a little brand awareness for us, you can drive a plexus Lexus. You can go out and choose a white SUV, a white sedan, or the sports sedan, and you can drive a Lexus only if you want to. And if you say, hey, I'll help you do a little brand identification, they're going to add $500 to your check. So now you got $1,500 times $3.35 if we use last month, plus an extra 3% share of that little pool, plus a trip to Hawaii, and now you get $500 extra to drive a Lexus. Well, let me just tell you, $1,500 times $3.35 is pretty good all on its own without all the extras. But as your points accrue, now as your points keep going up, things even better happens. Now you get